Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. Today I thought I'd take a look at the Batman and the Outsiders hardcover volume 3. I had a kind viewer suggest this after watching my retro review of Batman and the Outsiders volume 1, and it was suggested that I follow up with volumes 2 and 3. So that's where I'm going with this. Uh, this was published in 2019. It's the last in the Batman and the Outsiders hardcover volumes. It basically covers the issues up to the end of Batman and the Outsiders. My understanding is, and I'm not a comics collector anymore, but my understanding is that the Outsiders continued, and that in more recent years, Batman and the Outsiders did make a return. So if someone knows more about that, maybe they can tell me about that. I don't know much about it, but this is from the 80s. Here's the front. There's the spine. And here's the back. This collects Batman and the Outsiders 24 to 32, Batman and the Outsiders Annual number 2, and DC Comics Presents number 83. At the time this was published, it retailed for $49.99. This is out of print, difficult to get, but I've seen it available at a couple places, but they wanted silly prices for it. So I would say keep your eyes open, and if you want a copy, boy, try not to pay too much for it. I don't think the silly prices are worth it, but again, that depends on your perspective and how badly you want it. Just like before, there's no art, there's just kind of an embossment that you might be able to see a little bit there. The Outsiders were heroes outside of the normal superhero community of the time, made up of Black Lightning, Geoforce, Halo, Katana, and Metamorpho. Again, Mike W. Barr and Alan Davis are back with these issues. And it starts off with DC Comics Presents, number 83. Now, my only complaint about this book is they seem to have cheaped out. The last book had really nice, smooth, glossy pages. These have a paper that's kind of a matte finish, kind of rough in texture. It almost feels like newsprint. It's probably a step above newsprint, but it feels like it. So I don't know why they cheaped out on it, but they did. And I wish they'd have kept the same paper quality, that they did in the last volume. I like Batman and the Outsiders. I didn't collect all of them. I pretty much got the issues that were in volume 1 of the hardcover collection. I didn't stick with it. It's not that it was bad. It's just that I didn't stick with it. When you're a teenager and you have limited resources, you've got to pick and choose your comics, and Batman and the Outsiders is one of the ones that had to go. So I didn't collect a lot of these. And these are in 1985. And this is the cover of the last issue of Batman and the Outsiders, issue number 32. If we kind of flip through the pages here, we have here, right here, where Batman dissolves the Outsiders, that he feels they're going for world-changing events, and just like the Justice League does, and he wanted to be more on a street level, like he was showing this Gotham newspaper of police killed in gang war, and they wondered where's Batman, and Batman felt bad because he was off with the Outsiders fighting some world threat. So he dissolves the Outsiders. They decide that they're gonna stick together and just be the Outsiders. I don't know much about what happened after that. If somebody knows about where the Outsiders went and what happened to them and when they were resurrected in comics, let me know. I'm curious. The only extras we have are a Who's Who section on Katana, Looker, Metamorpho, Cobra, and the Masters of Disaster. So that's the only extras. So that's that. Again, I just can't recommend paying the prices that some people are wanting for this. If you really want it that badly and you want to complete your collection, I understand that. I'm a completist myself. But just know ahead of time that the paper quality is not as good as the previous volume. It's still not bad. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying I think it's a step down. So thank you for watching. Thank you for sharing your time with me. And I'll see you again real soon. Bye.